golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play it against sports at 48th and Vine.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey there, this is Paul Shield, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you're a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
The time is now. Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon registration is now open, and prices are rising. The sooner you sign up, the less you pay. Set the goal, start training. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org. Race day is May 3rd.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM First, 93.7 The Ticket. It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln, live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Welcome, everybody. Late Night in Lincoln. This is not VP, but this is Nick Whyman alongside Harrison Arens. This has been a weekly thing now. I feel like we kind of set the ball rolling. You're getting comfortable over there. I'm getting comfortable over here. It's a little later, though.
Yeah, a little later. We'll get used to it.
I mean, I'm a night person.
I noticed you sent it. I got home last night. I was texting up the phones, and I got an email. I was like, email from Nick Wyman at 12:45.
I'm a night person. I am not a morning person. Like, I used to be when college was around, but
I used to be, and then I got this job. And then I was like, I need to revert my clock a little bit.
That doesn't matter because you live here. You're here all the time.
I know. They're starting to take rent out of my paycheck. No, that's not true.
I don't know. I don't know. That's not for me to know. That's all for you. That's your personal thing. But we just wrapped up a pretty crazy day in sports. I mean, it starts out with the transfer portal talk. I feel like the college football semifinal kind of got overshadowed by a lot of the talk of the portal. I mean, Washington saga, Calandria, but the U is back. Right here. The U is back, folks. On camera here. There we go. The U is back.
Officially back.
Officially back in championship form, I guess. To ascend?
Yeah, I mean, you're in the championship game. It's hard to say you're not.
This is the biggest win for the U in.
You have to go back to early 2000s.
I mean, they had a couple 2000s, Mark Wright, a couple 2010s seasons where they were good with I mean, they had a really good defense, but they never were legit.
Yeah, you never thought they could go win the college football championship. You felt like there's times in the past, early 2010s, where 2000 certainly, but 2010s where they were good. And they were still felt like 2 years away. This Miami team was kind of last year. I know they didn't make the playoffs; they got bounced out. But you kind of felt like they were getting close to making that push. And then this year, I don't know if it's any different if Lane Kiffin is still coaching that team, and all those analysts are getting phone calls, getting pulled. It's a bit bizarre. But I think Ole Miss actually played pretty well despite everything, and played with a little bit of the chip on their shoulder. We talked about it. What a finish to a game! I mean, might be one of the best games so far in the college football playoffs this year.
I mean, that game was 31-27 favor Miami over Ole Miss. Hit us up on the text line 402-464-5685. We got some people. Beck 23-37, 268, 2 touchdowns, 90, and a rushing touchdown. Also, GBR kept. How many third and fourth downs did Miami cover? There were a lot on that final drive. I mean, that was.
Give me the team stats breakdown between those two.
That was
I think Miami. Dominant. Won the offensive battle in terms of total yards and everything, but I don't know how efficient everyone was. I was obviously doing shows, just kind of keeping it in the corner of my eye. So it was back and forth every time I looked up. It was
so in the fourth quarter, there were 3 lead changes in a span of 5 minutes.
Holy smokes!
I mean, and it was like a normal 17 whatever 10 at halftime or whatever it was 17-13. It was like decent low scoring game. We're gonna grind it out. But then that fourth quarter, I mean, it was nuts. There was only 3 points in the third quarter between the teams. There was just a field goal. There was a missed field goal. There was a doink. This game had it all.
And then a redemption
There was a redemption doink to win in. It had it all. So Miami, 459 total yards of offense. Ole Miss, 398. Third down efficiency. Miami was 11 for 19.
They got bailed out on some penalties, too. I shouldn't say bailed out. Ole Miss, there's definitely a face mask on it.
11 conversions on third down.
That's how you win ball games.
And then Ole Miss, 2 for 10 on third down. Ole Miss only had in the first half that Kewan Lacey run, the 73-yard run. Then he was banged up. So it was all in Trinidad to make throws.
Oh, the running back got hurt after that run?
He was banged up, and that's why they couldn't really run the ball. And they only ended up with 121 rushing yards. Miami, 191. Passing, it was all Trinidad. Trinidad was 23 of 39, 277. Both teams were 7 yards per pass, 7.2 and 7.1. So it was pretty even there. Penalties, Miami actually charged for more penalties, 10 for 74 yards.
Just some timely ones is what I'm talking about. I felt like they every now and then Ole Miss felt like they had them in a good spot, even a chance to put them at third and long and get the penalty.
Only 1 turnover in this game, and there were a couple of drop balls by Miami's defense throughout this game. It was, I mean, a phenomenal football game for everybody complaining that there was a Thursday night. Oh, why is the game on Thursday night? Why is this game on Saturday? Everybody's talking about it still. I mean,
it's football. We're gonna watch.
It's football. You're gonna watch. I mean, NFL games are on Thursday nights all the time, and people find a way to watch. And this game delivered. I mean, these are two programs who have Miami hasn't been back to this in 20 some years. Ole Miss was the talking point in December because your head coach for multiple years left to a conference rival, and somehow you still made it this far. Unreal.
Ole Miss is going to be fun next year.
I
There
mean,
is
yeah.
a game next year. LSU, I think it's like the middle of September. LSU at Ole Miss. You think Lane Kiffin has to wear some armor heading into that one? People are going to be chucking stuff.
I mean, that's college game day's got to. I mean,
If Ole Miss doesn't have any wins yet, it'll still be college game day.
they have looking at the schedule. Isn't that game at? That
If
game's
it's at Ole Miss, at
Ole
us,
Miss.
or
It is. It's September 19th. It's the third game. So Ole Miss plays Louisville and Charlotte, and then plays LSU.
and then the tickets are already sold out. I'm pretty sure.
LSU's got Clemson week 1, and then La Tech, and then at Ole Miss. So both teams potentially could be 2-0 going into that game. I mean, obviously LSU's roster is going to look different.
Mm-hmm. They might have Trinidad.
Well, Trinidad signed a deal to be back. Well, he's trying to get that waiver or whatever to come back, which it seems like he is. What a turn of events. What a turn of events. I mean, Miami, the 10 seed. We didn't even know if there was going to be an ACC school in the playoff coming into the decision day, pretty much.
Yeah, for everyone being all upset, it should have been Notre Dame. Well, this 1 point towards Miami because clearly Miami was the right choice because they made it to the championship game.
They beat them. They beat Notre Dame way back at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Beck. I mean, what a story for him. I mean, Georgia, he was big time there. Clearly didn't work out. Leaves, goes to Miami. Obviously, the kid gets a lot of hate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he's one of those guys. He's like a Dak Prescott. Like, you just can't win. I don't know what it is about you.
he could, yeah, exactly. He runs it in for a touchdown to send Miami back to a national championship game for the first time in several years, and somehow he's still not good enough. I mean, I think he played a really efficient game. He did throw the pick. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. But for him to make that decision, I mean, to leave Georgia, I mean,
But he had the game-winning touchdown scramble into the end zone.
Exactly. And he left Georgia, goes to Ole Miss, or not Ole Miss. I'm totally blanking. I'm not used to this late time. Goes to Miami, and he's playing for a national championship. He made the right decision, after all.
Who do you like in this national championship game on the other side? Because that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
You got Indiana and Oregon.
The Big Ten representative is chosen between Oregon and Indiana in a rematch.
And I feel like whoever wins, that's going to be the champ.
I think those are the best two teams of the four that are left, that were left. I think Indiana is just better.
They're 3.5 is the spread right now, obviously in favor of Indiana. The thing that scares me, let's talk about this with Warren Pearson now. Lanning is an absolute weasel when it comes to football. He's a sicko. He understands the game so well. He knows where the expectations are. He's like a Fortune 500 lawyer where he can find the loopholes.
I mean,
he made the NCAA literally change rules because he exploited the 12-man on the field rule. Like, he is so good when it comes to game planning that's their best chance. However, Kurt Cignetti is kind of a sicko when it comes to football as well. Like, you can make an argument the best with all the teams in it, with anyone eliminated yet, the two best coaches in the entire thing.
I mean, Kurt Cignetti just wins, and Dan Lanning gets the best out of his teams. And this is probably his best chance. I mean, last year they were the top seed, won the Big Ten, and then they just didn't show up in that game against Ohio State.
Yeah, but then Ohio State ends up obviously winning the whole thing. So you lost to the defending champ.
And GBR captain over here. Carson Beck made a big decision that is paying off 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the draft class, I mean, we talked off air a little bit about this. The quarterback draft class has not fully taken shape. It's not super strong.
I would take my words back a little bit because I know you asked me earlier off air, like, has that moved? I think it actually does, just because I don't know how much is really separating a lot of these quarterbacks in this year's draft class. Like, I think Mendoza's the clear one. But then after that, I think there wasn't a huge separation between everyone else. Trinidad certainly helped his stock if he decides to go that way.
If he decides to go, or he can come back to Ole Miss or LSU.
And if I'm him, I'm probably going. Because, again, it's not a great quarterback class. Now, it could end up being a phenomenal quarterback class. We just don't know. But in the premise of like how these guys are being graded right now, I don't think there's a ton separating them. So for Carson Beck, if there's not a lot separating you, anything you can do to boost your stock and having a game-winning touchdown, and he had the one pick, like you said, it was a tipped pass. It was a really good play by Ole Miss, but it wasn't like a horrible interception where you're like, what are you looking at there? Just a better play by the defense. He probably moved the stock. He'll probably at least jump like one guy.
Well,
a lot of people.
Carson Beck has played. This is his 6th year of college football. He's played since 2020. I mean, he didn't start. He played in a game in 2020.
But hopefully, Tyler Shuck helped change the narrative on older QBs because he started killing it with the New Orleans Saints, and everyone was out on Shuck. Like, why'd you draft this? I think he was 26. He was an old man heading into the NFL, and all of a sudden, he looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the class. And after getting some real run time, after they tried Spencer Rattler one more time, which I was surprised they did, but Chuck's looked awesome. So he's kind of helped the narrative on like the older QBs
are undraftable in a sense.
Like he's looking like one of the best ones in there now.
I mean, yeah, Carson Beck. I mean, if he ends up going to the draft, he has this to lean on. And I mean, there's so many teams like the Saints are stuck on Tyler Shuck. It sounds like they're going to run it back with him, which they should.
Yeah,
he was playing well. The team wasn't great, but they can pick and plug him in there. But like, let's say there's a team like, I don't know, like the Chiefs. I'll throw the Chiefs out there. The Chiefs, Mahomes out for the year. You re-sign Gardner Minshew or something like that, and you draft Carson Beck day 2 of the draft.
That's what I was thinking, like Rams, Chiefs. Like later in the draft, one of these better teams might pick him up and just have him as a project, like a Jordan Love project.
And in case, Josh Allen or Matthew Stafford or something like that happen. You never know. Camp happens, guys get hurt. Throw them in there. I mean, the Jets could use a quarterback. I mean, the Jets could always use a quarterback.
The Jets could use just knew everything.
I think with the second pick, they're taking Dante Moore. I really do. That all depends on Dante Moore's decision, which is kind of nuts. There's really hasn't been a decision on that. I know Ty Simpson, the Alabama quarterback, said he's declaring pro. So
it's hard to do now. You can make so much money if you just come back.
But if you get picked top 10 in the draft, you are making money regardless if you win or lose.
That is true. And with quarterbacks, you get a little bit more run time than if you're some of these other positions.
I mean, some of those top quarterbacks didn't get much. I mean, Trey Lance didn't. Zach Wilson didn't.
He was on the roster for a while.
He still is. I mean,
that's what I mean. Like, you get run time. Like, they're not going to just throw you out.
Yeah.
And anytime soon. Like, you might not play, which is a tough part, which is hard to tell yourself if you're not playing. But you're going to get tossed around as a backup in the league if you show good enough traits.
And a backup quarterback can still make some decent money.
Oh, yeah.
Ask Chase Daniel. Chase Daniel is around forever in the league. We have, what was another comment here from GBR Captain? Stick around with us here tonight. Thank you for sticking around.
Yeah, he's a late night listener.
I appreciate it. I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat, You can listen at 6 a.m. You can listen until midnight. That's the joy of the ticket, right?
Well, maybe past midnight eventually. I know DP always pulls stuff out there. We'll find out. Ticket grows at a ridiculous rate. It's very cool to be in the studio. I know you didn't get to see the old studio, but man, what an upgrade!
And I like it. The road, you get to see kind of like downtown Lincoln, whatever's going on down here. The roads are not slick.
I'm just glad it's not snowing for you and me both.
It's not snowing.
That would have been a nightmare out here.
It's just sprinkling a little bit.
I can take that.
And it's cool. GBR Captain says, where do you guys think John Harbaugh is going to coach?
Ooh. I like him at the Raiders, but I don't think he would like that.
It's all going to depend where he fits. I still think he's going to the Giants.
I think Falcons or Giants are probably my 2 picks. Falcons aren't getting talked about a lot, but that's a pretty good situation to walk into.
That's what they said about Raheem Morris. He walked into it, sort of, and
well, he just wasn't good enough. No, I'm just kidding. I could tell you what all the problems were there. But I think the Falcons, I mean, you're in a situation now with Kirk Cousins where I think you roll out Kirk Cousins. Obviously, Michael Penix Jr., the injury. I think you can roll out pretty comfortably with Kirk Cousins and just have Michael Penix Jr. understand, like, yeah, we'll get there eventually, but you're hurt. Let's rest you up. Kirk Cousins is playing great ball. Learn from him. Take a little bit of the backseat operation. And then, if Kirk Cousins starts to slip or if he gets hurt, you put Michael Penix Jr. back in there. But you at least have a couple of options. And then you got one of the better running backs in the league.
So we're going to shift gears back to this college football playoff. Indiana, Oregon, already played once this year, back in October.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana went to Eugene and got a 30-20 win. And at that point, some people still didn't think Indiana was legit.
Yeah, which is crazy. They were in the college football playoffs last year, and they were playing awesome football at the start of the year.
In that game, Rena Mendoza, 20 for 31, 1 touchdown and a pick. Dante Moore, 21 of 34, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. What do you think Oregon needs to do? What do you think Oregon learned from that game? Because obviously, at that point, Oregon was ranked 3, Indiana was ranked 7. Oregon, everybody thought Oregon was going to win that game, from what I remember hearing about. It's in Oregon, Indiana, they're on the road. I mean, what do you think Oregon kind of learned from that situation? That kind of turned the knob toward Indiana, and then started just stacking wins after wins. But then they beat Ohio State in the Big Ten title, and here we are in early January.
I think maybe learned you got to keep it low scoring. I mean, Indiana's so good. They can hurt you on the screen game. They can hurt you on the run game. They can hit you on the intermediate deep shots. They can hit you everywhere. And I think the biggest blueprint was not just that game where they played them, but they probably the games I would look at a lot is Iowa. And what does Iowa do? Yes, it's very boring and very vanilla. I understand you can't play the same defense, but just keep everything in front. You make Mendoza play perfect. And Mendoza pretty much did. He made it a crazy elite game-winning drive to take down the Hawkeyes. But the Hawkeyes, I think it was, a 15-20 win?
It was an ugly win.
It was an ugly win. But that's, I think, how you got to do Indiana in. I think you got to make Indiana play incredibly patient. Like, listen, we're not going to give you the deep shots. We're going to, play a lot of, I don't know what the coverage would necessarily be. I don't want to put my 2K knowledge in there. For me, it'd be run the palm coverage. But, run basically a lot of stuff. They just keep it all in front of you. Nothing over the top. And if Mendoza is going to be perfect to win that way and just hit a ton of short routes, intermediate routes, and run the ball for 3-4 yards, you tip your cap and you give it to him. I don't think you want to get into an offensive battle. If you're Oregon, as great as Oregon is, Indiana's probably the winner of that shootout just because of how versatile they can be on offense. So I think that's the biggest lesson is you just got to make Indiana play a very patient brand of football, similar to what Iowa did to them.
So 18-16 was the score of the Iowa-Oregon game. That is a football score if I've ever seen one. 18-16. I remember that game was a little wacky because there was just a bunch of Iowa's kicking field goals, and Dante Moore led a drive down.
What did Mendoza do in that game?
It was Oregon-Iowa game.
Oh, okay.
Dante Moore, 13-21 in a pick, 112 yards. It was not a pretty game.
Okay, that was a lot closer than I realized.
It was not a pretty game because this is a game where there was a safety to start the game. So that throws it off. 2-0 Oregon in the first. Then they score a touchdown, 9-0, and then 9-7. Then a couple field goals for Oregon puts them up 15-7. So that's how you get to 15. And then a field goal from Iowa, 15-10. Then Mark Gronowski ran one in, 15-16. Misses the 2-point conversions. That gets you the 16-15. And then the game-winning kick for Oregon to win 18-16. So that is how you get to an 18-16 score in a football game.
I remember watching that game now. I was surprised Iowa didn't pull some special teams magic. I thought for sure Oregon was somehow going to shank that field goal or Iowa was going to block it.
I mean, yeah, they got the touchdown with 1:51 left, and you think, they left too much time on the clock. And
Oregon did something foolish in that game too. I will say it was the most obvious thing ever. They're running just totally spread information. You see Gronowski back there. You think they're going to throw it while going for 2? Of course not. It's Iowa. He's going to run that thing in there, and it was the easiest walk-in touchdown they had. That was the one time where I was a little bit surprised by Oregon. I'm like, who you're playing, right? They don't want to throw this ball.
I mean, that's their only loss for Oregon all year too. Oregon then ran the gauntlet pretty much. I mean, they didn't have to play. They beat Penn State when Penn State was still ranked pretty high. Beat them 30-24 in overtime game. That game was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Iowa. After that Iowa game, they handled Minnesota. They beat USC 42-27. Then they beat Washington 26-14. So they are, outside of that one game, they've pretty much beat everybody pretty easily. And then James Madison obviously gave it 34 points. Does that kind of concern you?
It's a little bit of taking your foot off the gas, but it's nothing to you don't just ignore it.
I don't really know, because you give up, I think they gave up 17 in the first half and then 34, garbage time scores. But then they come out and play Texas Tech and they shut them out.
Mm-hmm.
Is Oregon's defense good or not? Or I don't know. But is Indiana going to expose that tomorrow night? Because Indiana, they could do
probably the best defense left.
They could do no wrong in the Rose Bowl. I think Indiana-Miami would be a better matchup just because Miami's defense is legit. They got some dudes. Carson Beck's going to make the plays. He's an experienced quarterback. And then Carson Beck, Fernando Mendoza, those guys weren't even on these teams last year.
I know.
And both of them could be playing for national. Dante Moore was a backup.
Mm-hmm.
He sat a year.
It's one of the few times Dan Lanning didn't go into the portal, and he had his guy ready, locked and loaded to take over. He's been big, just going to the portal, whether it's been Bo Nix, then you go get Dylan Gabriel, and then I have to go back in time here. But then obviously they just reloaded with Dante Moore this time. And usually Lanning will go get a guy.
Before Bo Nix, they had Justin Herbert there.
That's who it was. Thank you.
That was before Dan Lanning's time there.
But still, they had a run of just great quarterbacks.
And then, and Dante Moore, that's, he was at UCLA. Then he sat a year, which in today's day and age, that is very rare to see, where a guy decides to sit. He sat behind Dylan Gabriel, who was a solid college quarterback, no matter where he was. And to sit a year, he could have transferred. He could have gone and played anywhere else.
So that's where I think Dan Lanning's a good coach. I think he's just really good at identifying talent. Listen, just hang out. You will play. I've seen you play. You're good. Just hang out. Trust me.
Just for a guy to.
You're at Oregon too. I got money.
In today's day and age, though, you'd think agents or whatever or whatnot are telling you, hey, you have these opportunities ahead of you. You can go play there and get playing time. He had to sit a year of college football, which is fine. I mean,
helps when you got the Nike factory backing you.
Yeah, Phil Knight and those guys right in your backyard. And they got the cool uniforms. You got the new. I remember that was the whole thing growing up. Everybody loved Oregon because they had the different uniforms, the flashy colors. They still do.
I that's the one thing I don't like about Oregon. I like some of their alternates. They do them too much, and every now and then they'll go with like the middle schooler. I'm just gonna wear all neon today. I hate that jersey.
That's everybody rocked that look when you were like 10 to 12 years old.
Yeah, the neon socks.
You have to admit it. Everybody had the Nike socks with the checker. What are they? Nike Elites or whatever they're called.
I still got some Elites. I'll bust them out at night when it gets to winter time. I'll keep you warm.
Everybody had the neon green ones or whatever, and then he had like the I don't even know. That everything Nike at that point. There was like everybody had a neon phase.
Whatever happened to the Nike Elites?
I don't know. We got to bring those back, man.
Those are the best socks ever. They kind of fell off.
I think I had like a green one. I had a red one. The LeBron with the little LeBron logo on instead of the Nike logo.
Kobe guy couldn't stand the LeBron gear.
So they had those. Man, what a time. What a time.
LeBron had like military boots for his basketball shoes for a while. Then he started getting some pretty good ones. But there was a few eras of his NBA shoes with LeBron logo. I was like, these are boots, man. I don't want to wear these.
So before we move on, who you got tomorrow night? Indiana or Oregon? And give me a score. What do you think? Do you think it's close? Do you think Indiana handles business?
I think Dan Lanning tries to take a page out of my book, which is not saying really anything. But I'm going to go lower scoring game. I think it's going to be not crazy low scoring. I'm going to go 23. Actually, we'll go 21-24 Indiana. I think it's going to be closer than people expect, but I think Indiana pulls through.
I think it's weird they're playing that game in Atlanta.
It feels weird.
Like tonight,
nothing feels weird to me anymore in college football.
Tonight's game was the Fiesta Bowl in Phoenix, and you had Miami and Ole Miss, and it wasn't very. There were still open seats. They were some of the cheapest tickets you could get.
Yeah, nothing really feels weird to me anymore. Unfortunately, with college football, like it felt a little bit strange, but I was able to get over it. And like as soon as the game started, I wasn't thinking about where they're playing. The attendance was weird though. That was the most jarring thing was that there's still open seats.
It was the same way Texas Tech, Oregon back in Miami during the Orange Bowl during New Year's Day. I will take Indiana as well. I think Kurt Cignetti handles business. I think they win by two scores. I think like a 31-17.
I'd say it's a big win. Oregon is a very good team. I think a lot of people are going to be really high on Indiana, rightfully so. But I there's something that tells me Dan Lanning, he's been very quiet after they lost last year. You didn't really hear much about Oregon, and then throughout the regular season, they were really good. No one's been really hyping them up. They only have the one loss. They head to the college football playoffs. They're taking care of business. Like they've been sneaky good, and no one's really wanted to give them the chance for whatever to win the national championship. But I do think that locker room is absolutely locked in, and I think they know if they can get past Indiana, their odds of winning the whole thing go up dramatically because that's probably that's the toughest game I'd imagine left on their schedule.
I mean, everybody doubted Indiana. People are picking Alabama.
Which was crazy.
People are picking Alabama. They're like, Alabama's going to beat them.
After they showed zero ability to run the ball versus Georgia.
And then they nearly lost to Auburn, who didn't even go to a bowl game. They struggled to those two teams down the stretch. Didn't really get punished for it, really. It was just they're not going to punish anybody for making a conference championship.
Which is fair to me.
Which is fair, yeah. You made it that far. You can't punish somebody for playing an extra game.
Yeah, and then give Miami the bid in when they weren't even good enough to make theirs, and Duke was, what was it, Duke, Virginia?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like you can't.
And then Miami is still around, and those teams are played their bowl games. They've been done for a couple weeks.
But it was tough looking at Alabama. Like, man, you guys did have negative rushing yards versus Georgia.
GBR captain said, I think that is a good score, Harrison. He has, both are very possible. He has a 31-21 win for Indiana. So 3 people, Indiana, flash the graphics, take the picture now when Oregon wins, because you know how that always rolls. So we're going to take a break here. Late night in Lincoln. Harrison Arens, Nick Whyman here. We'll be back in a second.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
An emergency can happen any moment. Here's a few seconds to think about where you'd go. At CHI Health, we stand ready to care for any emergency. Our specialists provide expert care when you need it most and believe healing is more powerful when delivered with human kindness. When seconds matter, know CHI Health St. Elizabeth is accredited in stroke care and offers the region's only ER just for kids. Learn more at chihealth.com/St. Elizabeth Emergency.
The time is now. Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon registration is now open, and prices are rising. The sooner you sign up, the less you pay. Set the goal, start training. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org. Race day is May 3rd.
Is your furnace ready for winter? Call Bryant to perform a thorough check for comfort and peace of mind. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Whatever it takes.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back to Late Night in Lincoln. Nick Whyman alongside Harrison Ards. Just got done wrapping up our college football playoff predictions, hopefully to just jinx the Hoosiers, as we both took Indiana to take down the Ducks tomorrow night in the Peach Bowl. Hopefully we're right. I don't want to be here for a month and be wrong already.
We still have a Big Ten team in the championship already.
Big Ten versus ACC, just how everybody drew it up back in August, right?
SEC.
No SEC.
Where you at?
Yeah, no SEC. I am on that train of not liking the SEC.
I wouldn't care, but it's just like the way they talk. It's like it just means more, and it gets a little bit ridiculous. It's like it means more. You guys don't give a damn about bowl games that aren't the college football playoffs.
I mean, they didn't win many bowl games.
It means more when only you can decide it means more. It doesn't always mean more.
We'll hear more about it during March Madness too. Remember last year they kind of tooted their own horn when they had so many teams make the tournament.
I did think they were actually going to be pretty good last year. Basketball surprised me the way they fell apart.
Yeah, it's a weird sport, but
so was that last year or 2 years ago where Alabama was really talked about to be one of those teams?
I think it was 2 years ago when they were around, and then they had the Brandon Miller team that was really good a few years ago. But sticking with basketball, there was a game tonight in town. Nebraska beating the Indiana Hoosiers, who we just talked about their football program, 78-73 tonight over at PBA. A grinded out win for the Huskers, but a win's a win.
What were the shooting percentages in that one? Because I know Indiana started to crawl their way back. It was like 50% for a while there. They were both playing really good basketball, then it slowed down.
Nebraska came out early. Here's the shooting percentages here. Nebraska came out early, 64% right away, 9 of 14, and then, that's Indiana, 64% right away. Nebraska, I mean, they were shooting well in the first half, 45%, and then things got cooled off in the third quarter, and then Nebraska just kind of held on. I mean, a win's a win. You just kind of grind it out. Britt Prince leading the way with 20.
Oh, she really ramped it up.
I mean, yeah. First half, she had 8. Second half, get 12. 7 of 7 from the free throw line. I mean, she's going to drop 15 plus. You have a pretty good chance to win, I feel like, on a regular basis.
Yeah, and Amy Williams does a good job with that team. They're a little bit like Nebraska. They do very good just playing patient into this, like Nebraska. They are Nebraska, like the men's team.
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant.
They're both very good at being patient into the shot clock. Like they're not going to pass up a good look, but they're going to make sure it's the best look before they just go up there and chuck it.
Yeah, they Britt Prince 6 of 11 from the floor. Jessica Petrie 8 of 14 from the floor, 18 points. So that's a dynamic duo.
A good game for Petrie.
That's a really good game for those two to do that. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's only shooting 2 free throws. Nebraska 8 of 21 from the 3-point line.
Oh, you'll take that.
That's not bad. Indiana on the other side, 4 of 13 from the 3-point line. Their leading scorer 31. They had only three players in double figures. That's it. The rest of their bench, the rest they had a girl with 7 and 4. They had only what? 1, 2, 3.
You got the
4?
assist and turnover?
They had 5 players score for Indiana tonight. That's it.
All starters?
No, one starter scored none.
Interesting.
Played 34 minutes, went 0 of 7 from the floor.
Yeah, that's what's good. That's what's awesome about, I'm going to keep calling both teams because I think it's a huge reason why both teams are having this success. You saw that in the Ohio State game for the men. The starters for Ohio State all played like 35 minutes plus.
So Indiana, 12 assists, 11 turnovers.
Yeesh. That'll lose you a game.
Nebraska, 20 assists, 7 turnovers.
And that'll win you a game. There you go.
7 blocks, 2 steals. Interesting. I mean, the game was close. I didn't see much of it because of college football, and we were obviously here. But
if Indiana just takes better care of the ball or does a little bit better sharing the ball, they probably win that game because it was only a 5-point win.
Thing that stands out here, so Indiana scored 20 in the first quarter, 23 in the third, and 20 in the fourth quarter. They only scored 10 points in that second quarter.
That's probably where the turnover happened too.
And Nebraska also was down. And Nebraska was 15 in the second quarter, 15 in the third, but they scored 25 in the fourth quarter and 23 in the first. So they kind of just matched Indiana, but just did a little better. That third quarter is what kind of gave Indiana the edge, a 23-15 quarter. But Nebraska came back and scores 25 in the fourth and holds on for a win. So
what's the record now? 14-2?
It should be. Yep, 14-2, and that's a conference win too.
Tough that they got 2 conference losses already. That will hurt them a little bit. But if they win enough of the other games, it won't matter. They'll punch a ticket to the tournament regardless.
Grinded out win, and that's there's a big one this on Sunday, January 11th, 6:00. They got number 4 UCLA coming to town.
I think they got a little bit of a stretch.
Yep, and they got Michigan State on the road, Wisconsin on the road, and then you go to Pac PBA night against Illinois, or day on Saturday, I should say.
Well, to be fair, they're in Big Ten play. It's going to be a stretch.
It's going to be a stretch, but that UCLA game is a big one. UCLA is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Their women's basketball program has been ranked in the top 10 for the last couple of years. They've been a top 3 in March Madness, the NCAA tournament the last couple of years. But yeah, that one's going to be big. Ohio State's in there. Iowa, obviously, toward the end of the year, Oregon. But I think the next one is a huge game. And it's a home game, too. It's a Sunday night. That's a rare Sunday night home game.
Maybe Sam Hoiberg will be calling another game.
Yeah, that was kind of the big story out of it. Sam Hoiberg with the student radio station KRNU was on the call. He was a color commentary tonight. He's not only versatile on the floor, he's versatile out in the classroom, I guess, too.
It makes sense, though. I mean, if you're going to have anybody talk about the game of basketball, the coach's son makes sense.
I wonder what that was like. I don't know the fellow play-by-play for KRNU tonight, but that is kind of a crazy opportunity. Like, you jump in. Oh yeah, by the way, Sam Hoiberg is going to be on the call with you tonight. Like,
it did numbers. I'll tell you that much for how much I saw it on social media.
I saw it all over social media. That's really cool. Like, I mean, I'm glad. That's a really cool opportunity. I'm glad that, Sam got in that opportunity too. Because
I'll support the women's team as well. Like, it's kind of nice when you have the other athletic programs supporting each other.
Yeah,
especially when they're both playing good basketball.
And you have a guy who obviously knows the game of basketball. His family lives and breathes the game of basketball. And Sam, obviously, maybe it's for a college class. I don't know.
It'd be the counterpart on the women's side to call a men's game.
It should. I don't know.
Throw
a Britt Prince in there?
I was going to say Britt Prince.
We're going to have to go through the roster and see
who would be good, I think.
I'm assuming Sam here, if they list their majors on here, I'm assuming he's a journalism major. I would have to assume. Or,
he's probably got like 5 degrees already. I know he graduated already, so I don't know what he has. I can't remember.
I mean, it isn't listed on here. I don't see it here, but
I know he graduated.
So if that's there, so I mean,
unless he's pursuing a master's,
we can go through the roster and figure out what women's basketball player we can get on when they should get on the student radio there. They can.
I think Britt Prince is the easy one because she's a Nebraska native as well.
Elkhorn North represent. So yeah, and yeah, the UNL ladies are ranked number 25 GBR captain. I mean, that's stay in the top 25, and they're gonna approve it game on Sunday against UCLA if they keep winning. I mean,
is that at home?
It's a home game.
Nice.
Sunday night, 6:00.
Okay, that's a huge opportunity.
So if you win that game, I mean,
yeah, you're pushing upper 20s.
It would totally counteract the
lower 20s.
The loss to USC.
Mm-hmm.
It would blank that game out. It's like, okay, yeah, you did lose a couple games. You slept up, twice. It's still early in the season, though.
Yeah, back-to-back ranked opponents too, which is a tough little stretch.
Yeah. You lose by 8 and 10 to top 20 teams. Both of them, USC game was a weird Monday game, like we talked about, and then the Iowa game was on New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then you jump back in, Purdue, Indiana, get those wins. Scored 78 in both those games. That is ironic. Maybe that's the magic number.
It's just fun, man. I've just never had this much fun. I know we had our staff meeting today. Just smiles. Just talking about Nebraska basketball and how awesome it's been to have. And wrestling is too. I'd never want to leave wrestling out of the mix because what those guys have been able to put together over these past few seasons has been awesome.
It's a
winter sports have been awesome here.
It's a really good winter sports season for Nebraska sports in general, and
which is great because normally football, I don't want it to do this. I love the football program. It kind of craps the bed when we get to when it really matters. When you get to flip past November, it kind of gets a little bit choppy and ugly for the fall sport in Nebraska football. And then, with basketball, wrestling's been pretty good, so I'll leave them alone. But basketball, you kind of turn the calendar. You're like, okay, women's team, they're good. They're probably a good chance to make the tournament. And they've won games in the tournament. But then you're like, the men, we'll see what happens here.
A wild card. You
never
know.
It's just been nice to have both of those programs just be awesome. Like, you can just go watch those games and thoroughly enjoy yourself. And you don't have to, be looking at a team and hoping like, well, if we just win this one, maybe this changes the tide. It's like, we know who we are. We just got to keep winning games at this point.
Speaking about wrestling, tomorrow night, they got a duel.
Purdue. Boilermakers.
Number 6, Nebraska taking on Purdue. 7:00 start over at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. They just got a big win, and they given them meet their schedule. We talked about it yesterday. So, like I said, winter sports. I mean, this is a dream scenario because we just came off a football season where, 7 wins, lose a bowl game, and that bowl game kind of put a damper on everything. But
it put a bad taste in people's mouths.
But then, 48 hours later, Nebraska men's basketball beats Michigan State. The women are ranked in the top 25. Wrestling is awesome. Like, literally, like, those guys are on a whole nother level.
That heavyweight room's crazy. Cade Ziola and then Harley Andrews is really good versus UNI. And then you still got AJ Ferrari.
And in like a couple weeks now, baseball starting up, softball starting up.
And they're back-to-back Big Ten champs in baseball. And then softball, you arguably got the best pitcher in the country.
Exactly. And it's starting up quick. Baseball, they have some interesting games right off the bat. They released because they're playing in a couple of those tournaments like they always do, because playing here in February is nearly impossible.
That's the part that does suck about baseball. I wish we lived in a warmer climate because you kind of just got to hope and wait that Nebraska baseball does good before you get your chance to actually go and watch them, unless you got the funds and the opportunity to go fall there. I think last year, I can't remember where that tournament was. Vanderbilt was in it. It was a really good tournament. And they actually did well.
So they're playing in 2 tournaments right off the bat. They're playing the MLB Desert Invitational. They're playing from February 13th, that's a Friday, until Monday, February 16th. They got UConn, Northeastern, Grand Canyon, and Stanford down there in Scottsdale, Arizona. And then the next weekend, they are playing in a college baseball series down in Arlington, Texas. They're playing Louisville, K-State, and Florida State. So those are some solid matchups right off the bat.
They usually put themselves in some tough tournaments.
And then
at least one at the beginning of the year.
There's 2 of them right there, and then they go on the road to end February and enter March at Auburn.
What is the expectation for Nebraska baseball? Because it is kind of crazy. They go back-to-back Big Ten champs. They punch their ticket to regionals 2 years in a row, unable to get to super regionals. They've been, man, just on a quick side note, if you're driving, don't be speeding. I've seen like 10 cops drive by in like a matter of
anybody get
5
pulled?
minutes.
I haven't seen anybody get pulled over, but
drive safe. The amount of cops right now is crazy.
I mean, you never know. The weather, it's starting to get cold.
That could be.
It rained a lot. So, yeah.
I'm sorry. It was just distracting me. I was like, I don't know.
You have a
circle in the building now, or what's going on?
You have a.
I do have a ticket.
I was gonna say this guy. You're I don't even know, man, but you're on it, I guess. This guy must be a cop on the side over here. But
I will pay my parking ticket. Please stop surrounding the building. That's what it feels like right now.
Nebraska baseball home opener is Tuesday, March 3rd. You want to take? I'm not a weatherman. I feel like those first couple games always either get snowed out, colded out, rained out, something. It's rare to see a day like this. So you mentioned the weather. January, like this feels like.
Thank the Lord it wasn't below freezing today. You know how much snow we would have gotten?
This feels like there is a opening day baseball game that just got rained out kind of day.
It absolutely does.
Like it's not cold enough to be cold, but
I'm just happy it wasn't cold enough to be cold. I'm not kidding. We probably, if it was cold enough, we would have had like 12 plus inches of snow. It rained all day.
Yeah, Hoiberg graduated with a broadcasting degree.
Okay,
he's going into
nice.
sports broadcasting. I knew something like that. That's awesome.
So that makes sense. Before we wrap up this segment, what I want to ask you before I got distracted there was, what is the goal for Nebraska baseball? What is the expectation? Because back-to-back Big Ten champs, you're making it to regionals, but they can't punch through. Is the expectation just to get to another regional? Is it to win the Big Ten champ again, or is it to make it to super regional?
I mean, I think it's all the time is to win the Big Ten championship. I think it always is.
Mm-hmm.
Just how the Big Ten's played out with how Nebraska, you have.
It's not elite.
It's not the SEC or the ACC, but you include the UCLAs and the Oregons who are good at baseball.
And
yeah, exactly. But Nebraska, they've had such up and down regular seasons the last couple of years, and then they kind of just put it all together once the season's kind of hanging by a thread.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you want to put yourself in that situation, because then you end up getting a not so great draw once the regionals come, and then you're having, you lose a game, and then it's like, we're back to square one where we're fighting for our lives to keep our season alive. Put yourself in a good situation. Win your games you're supposed to. Win those I always feel like they struggle with those midweek games.
Yeah, they do.
All the time. Like, those are games where it's like, okay,
you got Creighton. Can you say, you lost to Creighton. You lost to Omaha. What's going on?
Or South Dakota State, I feel like always gives them trouble. There's games like that. Kansas, K-State, they play them all the time.
It's been bizarre.
It's weird. And then they go into a weekend and they somehow sweep the Big Ten. And then they go to, it's like, we got to lose momentum. And then they fall into a trap game.
Yeah, I just don't Creighton in particular. They have a bad run with Creighton.
UNO's beaten them a couple times. It's just, baseball's a weird sport where it's, you
got to get hot at the right time.
You have to have the right time. It doesn't matter, one guy doesn't make the team. That's just how it is. But yeah, we're going to go to break here. We'll wrap it up. Final segment here tonight and send you into your Friday. You listen to Ticket weeknights or late night in Lincoln.
There you go.
One or the other. You don't know which one. Here with Nick Whyman and Harrison Arens.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Tired of your furnace running overtime this winter? Let Heartland of Nebraska Windows save the day. Upgrade to stunning, energy-saving triple-pane vinyl windows installed by their team of experts. Every window comes with a lifetime warranty on everything, all for a price you can actually afford. Free estimates, flawless replacements, and peace of mind from a family-owned business you can trust. Don't wait. Call Heartland of Nebraska Windows at 402-430-3852 or visit heartlandofnebraskawindows.com today.
Opens its 2026 home schedule on Sunday, January 11th at Baxter Arena, hosting Love Houston in the home opener. First serve is set for 3 p.m., and the excitement starts the moment the doors open. Don't miss the chance to see elite professional volleyball featuring Olympians, All-Americans, national champions, and more as the season officially gets underway. It's opening night, Nebraska. Be there. Get tickets now at lovneb.com/tickets.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe it's less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering the magic in life. I'm Ryan Buck, your Lincoln, Nebraska, Edward Jones financial advisor. Count on me for your financial strategies that can help support a life you love. Because the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Contact me today at 402-483-0377. Again, that's 402-483-0377. And let's find you rich. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
We're back. Final segment here. Late Night in Lincoln. Late Night in Lincoln. I got it right. Say it twice.
Take a weeknight. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. But it is Late Night in Lincoln.
It's Late Night in Lincoln. And
it's definitely late at night.
Recap a couple things that happened around the sports world. NBA. There were only 4 games on the slate. Not many. But one of them got canceled or postponed.
Yeah, what's the story behind that?
So the Bulls and the Heat were the team game on NBA TV tonight, which they were showing.
between the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat, which, that's
not great teams.
that's the play-in matchup.
Yeah, you're playing favorites.
That's your play-in matchup for the game. But the game got postponed due to condensation on the court. The Bulls put out statement. Tonight's game has been officially postponed due to court conditions. The game will be made up at a later date, and tickets from tonight's game will be valid for a rescheduled game. We apologize for any inconvenience.
You should just get a refund.
I mean, how are they going to reschedule that game? like neither team's close, but
they should. You know what they should do? Meet at the Pentagon right here in the middle of Nebraska.
I don't think it's going to matter because both teams will play each other in the play-in to decide the 8-9 seed like they always do.
Yeah.
So I was looking at before. What do you think the last time in NBA? There's been the last 2 times NBA games gotten postponed.
COVID.
That was the second to last.
That was
one.
the Pelicans, and
that was during the COVID season. There were a ton of them. But last year,
I just remember that was the
last year game. We got a couple more seconds. Last game to get postponed last year was the Wildfires, the Lakers game.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the last game to get postponed. Kind of crazy to think about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy. That's how it rolls. But yeah, we're gonna be signing off here in a second. What a night. We still at college football tomorrow.
We do.
College football tomorrow, NBA tomorrow, college basketball,
men's basketball Saturday,
Nebraska wrestling, you
NFL
name it.
Playoffs this weekend.
There's a little bit of everything.
Some say it's the best time to be alive.
Around here, yes. Around here. I mean, I don't know what we do without the basketball teams doing what they're doing, but we'll get out of here tonight. Early break tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Rest of the schedule up on the website. You want to check that out. Harrison Arens, Nick Whyman. Everybody, have a great night.